Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on short spine. This is very popular spine on microblading. So here we go. So I'm just doing the front strokes. I'm so sorry the camera is going back, zooming in and out. As you see down the page, I've tried filming this exactly the same pattern several times and the camera keeps doing back and forth. So in the future I will put out more videos, so you'll be able to see it more, but in a second it's all going to work out perfectly. So here I'm just doing just simple strokes. As you saw, like there is imaginary line that I've done, so that is a short spine. A spine is where your hair from the top and the bottom is going to meet, right? So in this case, the spine, the natural hair flow is much more shorter on the front, and then the rest are all coming down. So you'll see me do more patterns in regards to short spine still, but here is one of the pattern. Again, once I place my base strokes, I just go in and fill in those tiny hair strokes in between the main hair strokes so that it looks nice and full. It has a very beautiful pattern to it. Everything comes together at last, as you already know, but this is yeah, middle spine, short spine. Always make sure you take your time whenever you're doing patterns. I always recommend just, make sure you expand the screen to the full and take your pad and your blade and your pen and some ink and practice along, even with or without ink. Hopefully your pad is inkless so that you can still practice without ink. So I think like overall, I love practicing without ink, but for video's sake, I love showing it with the ink. It tends to be a little bit more focused when it comes to that. But yeah, as you see, I'm just finding the middle and just doing these tiny hair strokes. So now that the front of the brow is done, I'm going to do the other part of the brow, which is all the hairs that is going down. So at this point, I'm just trying to create a transition from the way how the hair is flowing. So you'll see me do that all throughout the brow. As I mentioned, always take your time with this pattern. The short spine is somewhat challenging, and I completely understand. It took me a second, honestly, to master it to a point where I am personally happy with it. Of course, I can't call it perfect because perfection is perspective on different perspective for different people. So with that being said, it took me some time. I love going slow, even on a pad. I do this. I'm trying my best to make some short videos so you're able to practice along. So it's not too long where I'm rambling on and I'm giving you a whole rundown. Hopefully you've already had a class, in-person class that you've already done, and you're just using these videos to practice along. That's what the purpose of these videos are, is it's not a replacement for actual in-person training. Whoever you go with, it doesn't matter, but make sure you are taking an in-person training before you start practicing, or you can start practicing and still go for in-person training, but in-person training covers way more than just a technique. So this is just a technique that I'm trying to show you. Of course, I'm starting off with all left side of the brow. In the coming days, I'm going to do more right side. So as you know, as I mentioned in earlier videos, right side is done upside down on every single eyebrow and every single client, especially if you're right-handed. So if you're left-handed, it'll be the opposite. So the left eyebrow is going to be upside down and the right eyebrow is going to be right side up. So here you go. I finished the short spine. This is how it looks with ink. In a second, I'm just going to fill out a little bit more, and in a second, I'm just going to wipe it off, and you can definitely see. I really hope this video really helped you with the short spine. If you want me to break it down even more, just let me know. I will definitely do that. If you like this video and this pattern, please give a thumbs up and please subscribe. It really helps me out. And yeah, like if there's any concerns, please leave in the comment below. I am more than happy to talk about it and even comment back so that you have a good resource to go for. And yeah, so here, as I mentioned before in the earlier videos too, it's not my favorite thing to do this on a client, but of course, like on the pad, I tend to do this because, as I mentioned, the color doesn't pick up on the camera just well. So I go in and fill in a little, rub in the ink into the cuts a little bit more and just give it a good wipe. There you go, guys. This is the short spine. Have a wonderful day.